islands are upon you. Your days of terrorizing the Elf Kingdoms are over.
Not so fast. You're no match for my army of evil ones.
Well, perhaps. But I am lies of kill. And I've assembled my own army, the Guardians of Gahul.
But Soren...
Sworn an oath to make strong the weak, mend the broken, and vanquish evil.
Oh.
Eglantine, what is it?
Soren, this time you said I would be lies of kill.
Come on. Look, next guy, all right?
Well, I hope you're not lying to Little Beak. Roar! Oh, my beak. Duh.
Okay, enough young Alice. Time for bed.
Oh.
Please. Enough stories about the Guardians.
Now, Blood stories are part of our culture and our history. We learn from them.
Even after the 700th time we hear them?
Yes, even then. Unless, son, you already know all there is of our history.
Oh, I know the Guardians win. Sorry. It's just a story. It is not.
Here we go again.
I mean, Duff, have you ever seen a Guardian?
Blood, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it isn't real. It's like feeling something with your gizzard. Through our gizzards, the voices of the ages whisper to us and tell us what's right.
Yeah, that's enough for one night, dear. Tomorrow's a big day. It's first brunch. Now off to bed. Now come along, children.
Future XM Infinity here.
Awesome, down extra
The only Zack Snyder film that I've never seen that I finally saw.
Really think that'll be history.
And it is still fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome.
Battle of the Ice Claws.
But you need to not let this deceive you because I think that's where the marketing went wrong in this movie. Look at that. Even the slow-mo awesomeness of Zack Snyder. The marketing went wrong because this happens to be an animated movie, but it's really not a kid's movie. It's not. It's dark, and it's violent, and there's action. There's owl beheadings. There's 300 type of fighting with owls. So I think teenage and up. A little kid might either find this movie either too boring or too disturbing.
I know.
This is what I love about Zack Snyder.
You have a soft head, sorry.
He made a movie that you can't really put in a conventional box because it's an animated movie with owls, but it's anything but a kid's movie.
I have mine when I'm asleep.
This is in the tradition of Don Bluth animated movies. If you don't know who Don Bluth is, Don Bluth, he was a Disney animator who left when Disney died. He started doing his own animated movies. I'll put the link. Edgier movies like he did The Secret of Nim. Great animated movie. Secret of Nim. All Dogs Go to Heaven, which is pretty dark. He did so many movies. I can't think of right now. He also did Anastasia. Recently, he did Anastasia and Titan AE with Matt Damon. He's 78. Yeah, happy birthday. It was his birthday on the 13th. But yeah, he did darker, edgier movies. And they all came in the movie. They were popular, but now they kind of died out. He did a Dragon's Lair animated. Don Bluth, he did like I said, he did a lot of darker edged animated movies. I think he did Five Goes West, American Tail, all those movies. But this is in the tradition of those animated movies. This movie, you can't. It's animated, but it's better you look at it as basically Lord of the Rings meets Revenge of the Sith, the whole Anakin Skywalker turning bad thing, but with animated owls. It's really not a kid movie. There's like really, Helen Mirren plays a character, I forgot, Naira, and her character is kind of like Sauron, meets the White Witch, and then when they get into battles as the owls, they're like scratching and cutting and shit. It's really not. A kid might be disturbed by this. It's for teenage and up, and that's what I love about Zack Snyder. He dares to go against convention. He made an animated movie that's not really for kids. Like who does that? Zack Snyder's a fucking ahead of his time. Like I said, some people, some teenagers, some kids may be able to handle it, but some kids may be disturbed. Some people, some kids, little kids, they might be bored or they might be disturbed by the owls are like fucking each other up, scratching each other's faces, scratching each other up. It's pretty dark. There's 300 type of slow-mo fighting with the owls. Like I said, you basically can place Lord of the Rings. If Lord of the Rings or Revenge of the Sith put it together, directed by Zack Snyder, make an epic fucking awesome movie in the tradition of the dark Don Bluth animated movies. I'll put a link to if you don't know who Don Bluth is. He also did oh my god, the dinosaur animated movie with Spielberg, The Land Before Time. He did The Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, let me see, Anastasia, Secret of Nim. So many edgier, dark type of movies. Like I said, he was a protege of Disney, but then he left and he did his own stuff. Don Bluth, happy birthday, great animator, and Zack Snyder. This movie is underrated, and this movie is fucking awesome. Legends of the Guardians, Owls of Gahul, Zack Snyder. That's why you're an awesome director, and Chris Nolan's a fucking hack. Chris Nolan could never do an anime movie. You and George Miller are very similar, because George Miller has done animated, and he's done movies that are kids movies, but kind of dark. Like George Miller, of course, did Mad Max Fury Road, and he did all the Mad Max movies, but George Miller also directed Happy Feet 1 and Happy Feet 2. And he directed Babe. And if you guys never seen it, Babe, Pig in the City, that movie's fucking dark. George Miller directed Babe, Pig in the City. He did both Babes, but Babe, Pig in the City, that is, wow, that's an underrated movie. That is really dark and visually fascinating it wasn't really a kid movie. That's why Babe, Pig in the City didn't do as good as the first one, because it was very dark for a kind of kids movie. But yes, Zack Snyder rocks. Legend of the Guardians, Owls of Gahul is basically Lord of the Rings with owls. I think maybe people couldn't comprehend that you just look at the owls in the movie as humans, and basically looking at Lord of the Rings movie directed by Zack Snyder. Fuck the haters. Again, Zack Snyder does something that Nolan can never do. Directed animated movie. DC rocks, Zack Snyder rules, fuck the haters.